Hello. That looks so bright over here. Oh my goodness. How is everyone? I haven't even been home a whole hour yet. Hi, Bonnie. Doing all right. We made it through. Made it through all of Kansas. I'm unloading, seeing what we have for tonight. I'll wait a little bit as people come in the room. Hey, hey. Hey, Jason, how are ya? Boy, do I have a box for you guys. I have a big tub. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. We just we got into town, ate a quick dinner, unloaded Gail at her house, came home. Hey, Geneva. Hi, Mom. Oh, yeah. I just said to Jeff I should text Mom, but I missed it. And I forgot. And then I'm like, oh, it's 2 minutes till I start, and it's not worth going back to the text thing. Sorry, I'm home. Hi, Mom, I'm home. So, yeah. Unloaded all of Gail's stuff, which there's always something we miss. I got the cooler out here and went, anything that she had in the cooler, I still have. So, I'm unwrapping a little bit. We stopped at 2 places today and 1 yesterday. And pretty much that is it for the new stuff. Other than I'm going to have a whole sale on a shop we went to in Kansas on the way there, because I have a whole box full of stuff from them. And it's just too much to do in one, with other things. So I'm going to do that all together. I'm trying to think where else I need to unpack from. Right here, I guess. We set it all close by. Okay, you go there. There we go. And figured we'd try and I got most of it undone, but so how is everybody else doing? Kristen in there? I know I saw I'm on live chat. It's still got that weird referral link bubble on my side. I can't read underneath it, so I only see one chat at a time. So I have my tablet right here open so I can read comments tonight. Back in Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to talk all weird because I've been with Steven for a week. Going to have all sorts of different twangs in my accents right now. So there she is. Hey, Kristen. We skirted a storm yesterday coming into between Junction City and Abilene. Got a little bit of hail, a lot of rain. Sat under an overpass for a little while. I know, I do. And yeah, then we sit and talk to him on the phone. So he's like, it's kind of funny how you end up talking like everybody else. So everybody else that I know of, I think we're the last ones getting home. I think most everybody else was within a day's drive, and we just split it because it was 12, 13 hours. So, well worth it for sure, especially after the rain and a little bit of hail yesterday. It's a little more brain power when you're driving the interstate with that. So it came down pretty good. To the point where I went ahead and pulled over, and then we just have to be out of the rain and the hail. I don't think it really dented anything, so I think we avoided having any damage. Tried to make sure that Barb behind me, because she had a rental vehicle, and she's like, I can't. She said that they would charge her for any hail damage. So I'm like, hail ahead. when we, as soon as I pulled over, so she could hopefully avoid it too. So it was nice to have some downtime after all that craziness. But here we are, done and done. Got to stop at a couple places on the way today. There's not too many in this leg of the journey that we can stop at. And one of the places we like to stop in Salina, they're starting to look a little sparse. Their vendors are starting to, well, they're starting to not have as many vendors there. They have some empty spaces. Hi, Laura. Thank you. It is good to be home and done. Yep, Jeff went to, drove with his mom to his niece's graduation in the Phoenix area while I was gone too. So he went gallivanting around as well. Cool. Let me get this one open. So yeah. How many, what do we got today? 23 so far in the chat. Awesome. Oops. After that craziness last Thursday, I think we decided that Steven's new phone speaker picks up everything in the room. And I'm like, so, you know, we can hear every livid word you're saying over there. I said, I don't think you realize how good your speaker is. And he, it didn't cut out. So that was great. Super great that it wasn't cutting out. However, I was like, this will never do. There's too much chaos going on. Too many voices. And so I had to ask him to mute last week. So I know that was a bit crazy. Get a couple more things unwrapped here, and I think we'll be at where we can start showing off some stuff. Oh, I think you got a good. My straw splattered me. I know, Laura. I was like, let's mute you all before you say something you don't want everybody to hear. So, but it's all good. I think he got some video taken. I got a little bit of some booze and a couple different special things along the way. Probably not a full video, but I'll do some highlights, that kind of stuff. And we'll go from there. Kristen will be super happy. We have a successful transport across the country of her special super duper tub that came from, I don't know where it came from, but then came from went Tennessee to Alabama and Alabama to Springfield to here. So yeah, Jeff got to go to one of the brass armadillos in the Phoenix area. So I don't know which, we didn't discern which one he went to. I've only been to one of the two that are there. So I don't know if he went to the one I've been to or a different one. So he got to, what would be the word? Avoid some fun road stuff too while he was out running around. You know, it's never a dull moment, but so yeah, I know it's been since January. It's kind of crazy to think that it's been that long already, Kristen, but we'll figure out something to get together. So, all right. So Kristen is in the chat tonight. She's going to mod for us. Thank you so much, Kristen. I appreciate you being here and being my reminder and everything, because I'm like, oh yeah, I actually have to do work when I get home. So I have some random things up here on the table. I have some plush that I have from the other day. And we can just go through what I mean, unfortunately, the pickings weren't nearly as good. I don't know if it was just the time of year or it's because we've been there a few times lately. Hi, Margaret. Hello. Welcome in tonight. Or I don't know. I don't think I'm being pickier, but I just am trying to, I try and pick the stuff we like. We went to 6 antique malls on Wednesday, and, I didn't end up with mounds of stuff. I got like one thing here and 2 things there, and it didn't. Usually I end up with like a big haul from at least one place, but wasn't the case this time around. So, all right. So, are you ready, Miss Kristen? Ready to start the things and the stuff? So, hi, Sherry. Welcome in. Let's just start with a choice. How about that? We'll start at a $6 choice. So I have 3 choices. This little mouse is writing a little note that says, I love you. If you turn it around the other way, you can see that that's what he's writing right there. But he's, kind of got a letter backwards. And I believe, if my eyes don't deceive me, it says Japan. I think it's a Joseph, but I'm not positive. So about 50s-ish era on this little one. The next choice is a little bunny rabbit. Ceramic. They're all kind of a bisque finish. He's holding a little note that says, love you. Kind of seems to be the same little theme. These are all about 3 inches tall. And here's the sticker on the bottom of this one. It says made in Taiwan, so it's a little bit newer. And then the last choice is a little mouse. Oh. And he's got a little bouquet of flowers and his little top hat on. Look at his little shoes. Saddle shoes? And those are they still called saddle shoes for guys too? No, that's what Mom used to call them. And his little suit on. He does not have a mark on the bottom, but similar era Japan style, in my opinion. There's a little bit of overage on the gray, airbrushing from his ears onto his face. But I mean, he is a mouse, so it all kind of goes together. So these are the 3 choices on the figurines, like such. I guess this one is not bisque. It's like a shiny painted. And then there's some cold painting on, say, like the pencil. But the other 2 have the bisque finish. So they are, yep, right all under 3 inches tall. That's what I was thinking he was when I first looked at him. It's the face. But, I mean, he's a little intense on that note right there. But I think that the script on the Japan is also like the Joseph script as well. So there's my little critters. I need a place. I thought I had one. There we go. I got me a bin. And since I've been gone, the booth has been kind of, it's been hit or miss because we had Easter in there right before we left and they were closed for Easter, which is great. I like it that the employees and everybody don't have to worry about over the holidays. But my Easter and spring stuff is still out. So that's what I need to do this week is go clear out anything that is really, really Eastery. Spring can stay, but I need to refresh it and move things around. Take another box of new stuff over there. I think I need to redo a display on top of my shelves as well, because I try and do that a couple times a year. I try not to redo that every month and every week, but every couple months, just kind of redo like a whole color theme up there. Right now it's kind of blues and purples kind of left over from winter time, but that kind of rolls into spring pretty good. So, but all right, next up I have an elephant pitcher. Shawnee pottery. Oh, for a second there I was like, wait, what is it? These are the ones that I remember growing up with the cat and the elephant. Mom had them up on her shelf all growing up, and we used to use them for special occasions for syrup pitchers. This can be a $14 start. It's in good condition. There's no chips on his trunk or on his ears. All the paint is on his face and his toes. He is marked patented USA. And this makes him approximately 5 inches tall, about 5 inches wide, and about 4 inches deep. So 5, 5, 4 on this one. This one is just a nice, simple, elegant design. Maybe it's a childhood thing, but I think he's just super cute. Again, word of the day, because as I sat down here and started unwrapping things, I went, oh, I'm getting really tired all of a sudden. So, oh, you moved your booth? Where did you? Yeah, Mom wants to know where you went to, where you came from. Where did you go? Betcha that was fun. That's an undertaking in and of itself. The elephant, on to the next item. As always, if there's something, I didn't even do that at the beginning. I am off on that. I will be combining last week's and this week's invoices. And then, and next week's will be independent by itself. And then I will be on the road again for a couple weeks. So, there will be a little bit of finagling between these couple trips, but it'll help with your shipping from last week to this week. And then invoicing through PayPal, shipping estimates come through Pirate Ship. And then I do all of that coming out within about 48 hours. I generally been able to get them out the next day to the next evening. So you're moving tomorrow and Thursday. Wow. Oh, Mom still has them. Good. This is a guy that came in a box lot. So right before I left, I got a lot that had a couple pieces of Fenton in it. And for some reason, I didn't slide enough to see all the pictures to it. And I got some other random glass included in it. So I got my Fenton pieces. And then I got this guy who is a figural jar. Can you see his face? I might have to put some white paper in there. It looks like he has a bank. He can start at, we're going to randomly pick a number, $8. On the top, it says quality prepared mustard. And then the bank slot where you take out the cardboard so you can turn it into a bank. And they've saved a little something in there for us. Design, patent, and a patent number on the bottom of the jar. It is 5 inches tall with the lid. Nice quality thick glass. Let me put this in here. Let me see if we can get the face to show up a little bit more if we put white in there. So it's a mustard jar. So the whole head all the way around. Colorblind to Hampton Street. Oh, nice. Are you going to have a similar size space, or are you going big? Going bigger? And I'm going to look at this little piece of paper. I don't know if it has anything to do with this or not. How to go. Has nothing to do with this jar. Just something somebody decided they wanted to keep. Nothing to do with it at all. So, but all right, one figural mustard jar bank. Just says prepared, quality prepared mustard. I'm surprised it doesn't have some sort of a brand name or something on it. So made from mustard seeds, vinegar, salt, something, and spices, other spices. So it does have a few other little words right there. He's kind of a he's kind of a scary looking character on there. I don't know if your kids would be encouraged to save their quarters and pennies or not. Okay. That's a good idea. I think you've made a wise decision. $4 starts. I have a tin. Niles and Mosser handmade quality cigars. 5 cents straight. These cigars are handmade, as previously stated. And then there's stuff on here, and then talking about them on the back side. Factory number and all that on the bottom, and it's got the holes for ventilation. Looks like a little bit of leftover, probably from some humidity on that. It's an older tin. 5.5 inches tall and 3.5 inches square. Important, keep covered to retain flavor. All the information you need. It's got nice graphics, white, green, red, gold. Make a nice stand for something to set up in a display. So I don't know if we could find out where it came from or not. The cigars herein contained were manufactured to retail not more than 5 cents each and are so tax paid. Factory number 39, District of Michigan. And then Cadillac Can Company on the very bottom right there. So there it is. You guys all need to share this basket nicely back here. Okay, I found a couple. I was trying to find small glass pieces because my booth needs some more glass. You guys love glass. Tried to pick up as many as I could find in littles. I have a choice of two. They can start at $8. I have these two little Scotty dogs. This is like an opaque blue, sky blue kind of color. Terrier, Scotty, whatever you want to call them. I don't know for sure who made them. We were looking at some of these and thought they might have been made by Rosso. And then this one is definitely, it's amethyst, black amethyst. I can see just on the very edge right here. And then it has a carnival, a very silvery carnival finish to it. So the choice is the black carnival or the blue. They are about 2.5 long by 2.5 tall and about 1 and a little bit wide. I picked the brighter colors. They had some clears and some grays, but like we need some more bright colored and some littles. I got another vase I can unwrap and show you all before it goes in the booth as well. So those are the Scotty choices. And I was gonna say, if we've passed anything that you want, throw it in the chat. We can definitely come back to it. Now this one, she was watched her wrap this today, and she put half a dozen pieces of tape on it. So see if we can get it out of here easily or not. And it obviously made it here. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got half of the bubble wrap off. There we go. There we are. Got it. This is a blown glass pitcher, and it has an embellished handle and band around it. I would probably put about $36 on it in my booth, but I can start it for you guys here at $24. I have to take off the rest of the sticker, and it has a little bit of dust in it, but it is a very pretty blue color with a gold, look at this gold handle, and it goes all the way to this band, and the band sits around the bottle. Hey, Melinda, good to see you. You can't hear me? Tried everything. Is anybody else having issues with volume tonight? And then I think, let me think while we're doing this. I'll hold this and we'll try and think of what the options are. Probably we need, go out and come back in. Hi, Patty Rose. How are you? Why am I trying to do math? It's 11 inches tall and about 4 inches across, and adds a little bit here with the handle. Okay, that's good, Bonnie. Thank you. I'm trying to think of what else. Okay, good to know that everybody else is not having audio issues. So we probably need to type in that she should somebody, Kristen, probably just as easy as anybody. Yeah, type in to close the app and start over again. And hi, Romola. Hey, Marilyn. Trying to think, like back in the day, there used to be something that we would suggest. I think the only thing was the closing it down and coming back in, because unless she's got something on mute, does she mute? Is there a mute button that she pushed? I don't know. Not exclamation point. Let's not do that. Why do they move all the extra things around on the keyboard? Like I find that the keys that I use a lot on my phone, they start moving those to the first keyboard instead of that the second one they have to go to. It's really annoying. So yeah, there we go. All right. I don't know. Those are the only things we can do right now. I don't think is there a way to do subtitles? Sometimes you can get that to go. Yeah. I can type speakers so well too. Oh goodness. I'm gonna go back. I think I said what the price was on this. If anybody else has any, yep, we did. Okay. Any other suggestions for troubleshooting that? Oh no. I just got to hang out with Melinda and Janice in Kansas City for a couple days, so that was fun. Not live. Oh, maybe she's here, so she's in the right one. Maybe she's not up to you make sure right here that you have no numbers and stuff like that. So like lagging behind. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is a pretty blue one. I thought it'd be great up on the top shelf. I need some more big, tall, beautiful colored glass. So I picked that one today. Thanks, Bonnie. Give myself a thumbs up. Right there. Then I'll refresh everything later. I wonder if she could put it on her TV. Oh, yeah, she hears me. It's not like you didn't hear me for like 2 days in Springfield, but yeah, I'm glad you can hear me now. So, yay. Nothing more frustrating than thinking you're where you want to be and then you can't figure out the last little bit of it. So, okay, this is one of the big ones that I got today. It's going to be a little bit pricier, but I believe that this is similar to what they called the jewelry coffins in a way. The jewelry, what do they call these? They're like the tabletop jewelry baskets, jewelry cases. This is like kidney shaped. This is huge. I usually see these like this wide. Yeah, I was thinking it was like a jewelry casket. Yes, that's what I was thinking. It is gold embellished all the way around. It has beveled glass on the lid. I do need to start this at, $48. I would probably put this in my booth for somewhere around 55 to 60, unless I spend some time searching it and go, oh, it's worth whatever, and go from there. But I will pass on a deal to you all. Oh, it has a mark on the bottom. Didn't see that. See if I can read it. I might need multiple things. Okay, let me see if I can show you guys this. Right here on this, there's a mark. I don't know if you can read it. But it has a metal bottom, the metal sides, this beautiful heart, 2 hearts for the handle. It has a nice velvet padded base on the inside. And of course, again, that nice, just extra sticker glue that has to go away. Beveled glass lid. Now, one of the feet has been, I think, bent just a smidge, but if you we put just a little felt pad on it, I think it would even it all up. Or maybe this one's bent down. I'm not quite sure which direction it is. But it's very doable to make it sit evenly. Look at the toes on the bottom of the feet. Let me see if I can read this. I think we all want to see what that is. What did I miss? Why, Anita? Good to see you. It's been a little while. How are you tonight? Okay, let's try double magnifying glasses. It says, because I think my cheaters got downstairs from when we were doing the taxes. Style built New York accessories. I don't know if I can help put any of that up here at all. Yeah, it says style built on the top, New York in the middle, NY, and then accessories. It is a little heavy because of the glass and the metal. We're talking almost 11 inches wide, 7 inches deep, and 4 inches tall. So I couldn't pass it up today. Thought it was a pretty neat piece. Oh, look. Jeff heard me and brought me some cheaters. So yeah. Thank you. I loved it. It was the first thing I picked up today when we stopped. Okay. Did I miss anything else? I think we got it all. Yeah, Anita. Wow. Good to see you. It's been a little bit. So cool that you're popping in and hanging out with us tonight. Right? That would be cool. All right. I think these are Rosso also. We're going to go with a choice. I only have the cups. I do not have the coasters. I have a choice of 3 different colors. Be $12 start, run the choice. These are the bottom-ups shot glasses. So they have the naked lady draped over the little shot glass. And then there's the top. So, yeah, the point is, bottoms up. They had made like a little round coaster that they would sit in. I believe these are made by Rosso, made for Rosso. But what I don't know is who poured them for them. Right now, I know that Mosser has the mold. So, but there's some nuances on the detailing, so you know that these aren't the old ones. Like the hands aren't really very detailed here, but they are pretty cool. And for that matter, the Rossos were made in 80 or 90 anyway, so they got a little age to them. I have Cobalt, I have Ruby, and I have Black. Ooh, what is that? Yeah, Black Amethyst. That has carnival finish on it. There are no marks, even up, you can really see it all the way up into there as to maker or anything. They are a standard size. I don't think they altered the size when they made these for anybody. They're 3 1/4 inches tall and about 2.5 inches wide at the base. Was going to show you that one of them reacts. The red reacts to, let's see, it's right here. We see that yellow, the cadmium. Oh, Kristen. Cadmium in the ruby glass, and even more so with that 395 black lights. But 3 choices. I couldn't. Usually these are so crazy, even though I know that they are reproduction. They're not old. And well, even Moss are making them. I think when Mom got hers, they're, I don't know, somewhere between $20 and $40 for the cup and the coaster. So me. I did it right. I went back and corrected myself. Okay, Miss Romola, which one would you like? You got it. Red, blue, carnival, any and all are available as she counts you down. Yeah, the old ones have much better detailing. So, but again, when opportunity presents itself, I grabbed them. The black and the red. Last call. So we have a cobalt available if anybody wants it. Thank you, Romola. Got it. We did try and stop at places that we hadn't been before. So that was kind of a fun. And I mean, there's always the ones we love to stop at, our favorites, but we were able to stop at several places that were new to us. Geneva, are you still around? I have a Blue Mountain pottery piece in a green elephant. This would be a $12 start. I'm wondering if maybe it's a ring holder kind of style. Has the red terracotta pottery underneath, the black and green glaze. That's totally signature of that pottery company. We have, I didn't remember if you only did blue glaze or if you did green glaze, Geneva. That's why I was thinking of you when I picked this up. It is 4 inches wide by 5 inches tall and about 2 inches deep. So I think you could put some rings on it if you want to. I mean, he's totally lucky with that trunk that way. He is hollow, so he's not near as heavy as a solid piece would be. But you do both? Okay. I couldn't remember. I was thinking, I'm like, well, I don't see it very often. I don't see elephants very often. And then I'm like, I can't remember if Geneva just likes the blue, because I know you like the blue glass. So, all right. Elephant. Counting it down for Geneva. I guess there's nothing else I need to write on there. Right, I think, yeah, probably, Kristen. I think you are correct. So cool. Speaking of things I picked up with other people in mind, I don't know if Stephanie is in the room tonight. I have a tea towel. I might just got a little donkey on it that's been embroidered. This would be a $6 start. So this is the tea towel in half. So it's folded right here. So this whole thing is half. So we're looking at about 26 inches. Ooh, 24, yeah. 27 inches by 34. With this little guy embroidered on it. He's being an ornery little donkey, kicking the bucket. I did see another one, but it had a lot of stains, like where it had been folded, probably from some water or something like that. This one was in better condition, so. Right? I might have to just send Stephanie a picture if she's not in here tonight. Because I know she loves those little guys. So he'll go to the side. All right. This one is, like I said, my booth is needing some more bigger things. So I mean, this isn't that big, but it's big enough that I'm not worried about shipping it, but to make a little bit of a presence in the booth. It's 7.5 inches tall by about 3-4 inches across. It's a hand painted floral kind of urn vase style. $10 start for you all. Made in Japan. I mean, and it has gold detailing at the top. So here's the question. Was the vase made in Japan and then somebody here painted it? We don't know. But, oh, Baba Wally, hi. Good to see you as well. Well, there is that. I can understand that. I totally understand that. But sometimes they just need to be brought home with me. It's got grays, greens, kind of a poppy, peachy coral color in the flowers, and then all the way around with some more like a blossom and some leaves on the back side. So there is the whole look of the vase. I mean, this is, if this is 50s, this is, we're going on what, 75 years old? It amazes me that they're still in one piece. What do we got down there? I think it's just a little, yeah, no, it's a tiny bit of dust. If anything, it's just rinse it out. So that is the vase option. I want that to tip over. I'm gonna do another choice. These remind me of the Toby. Oh, I did tip it over. There was dust in it. It ended up on my desk. They remind me of the Toby mugs, but they're glass pitchers. So these would be a $15 start. I'd probably put them around 20 to 28 in the booth. So I have a choice of two. I have the ombre that goes from the amber up to the lime green. And there's the little colonial kind of Toby style-esque figural pitcher. And the other choice goes from the blue up to the purple. This is, this colorway. People call it different things by different companies. Now, my understanding is because this one has a sticker. These are Norleans made in Italy. And I really wish these glowed, but they do not. Not even, I don't think even under the other one. Oh, no, this one does have a little reaction. But we're looking at 7 inches tall, about 5 inches with the handle, and about 4 inches the other direction. The only one that has the sticker is the yellow-green combination. Yeah, right? There's, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit. Now, this is the $3.95. So it has a little bit of reaction there, looking green on this blue. And even up into the purple, it has a little bit of reaction to the green. But $3.65 is, it's minimal, very minimal. So I think we've had a couple of these before, but I thought they were a different maker. But I love when I get a sticker that tells me exactly what they are, because then there's no guessing. But really nice colorways. Good combination. Okay, we did those and we did this. how about this one? Yep, there we go. This one they labeled a jewelry box also. And I think, so it looks like a little dresser with a kid, child, getting into maybe mom's purse on the top of the dresser. This would be a $8 start. It's porcelain, about 5 inches tall and about 3 by 2. And here, inside is glazed and shiny. There's no mark on the bottom, but it has nice gold accents for the dresser. At the top, where say like the mirror would be on a dresser, it looks like we could put a picture frame, a mirror, a little print, something in there that could go behind here and almost be like a frame piece at the top. But porcelain, a little trinket box with her getting in somebody's handbag on the top of the dresser. I definitely think it could be made into a frame. So maybe more like a print, like a scenic countryside, or a mirror. Maybe like a little piece of the mylar, kind of silver shiny mirror could go in there. But he's inhaling. He could be. He'd be making himself look good. Okay. That one was passed. This box is done, but we'll use it for that. So on our way out of town, the first time we went out, we left town once. We came back once. I don't know what I'm talking about. As we left town, we stopped at one of my favorite little thrift stores. So they have a new location out on the edge of town, and they had some plush. So this guy is going to be a $4 start. He's one of those giant whales, and I think I can think for Mom, what's the name of this whale? Can't think of it. It said the biggest one. Douglas is a great plush company. It's in really good condition. So he has his tags, but not an original hang tag. He's approximately 14 inches long. A whale shark? He reminds me of the ones that opens their mouths. He's got a piece here to keep it. There's something inside that doesn't squish shut. I mean, oh, are you kidding me? Does his mouth opens? Look at that. I was like, why would it be in there if he didn't open it? Name of that whale. Leopard? Maybe it is a leopard shark. I don't know. It's a giant sea creature. And he's $3. $4. We got it. Okay. Next up, I have 2 owls. They will be $5 each. Start choice. One has a tag from, oh my goodness, Aurora. And this is the great horned owl. He's got the big yellow eyes. They're tall ones. They're 10 inches tall. Here is the tag there. Looks like it opens up to some information about the owl itself. And the other choice, he's not as realistic looking, but he's a Gans. And he's got a much softer face to him. A little less scary for the great horned owl, but both nice size, good plush companies. Is there I don't see a year on either one of these. Who we got? We got Miss Melinda on the whale. Perfect. So, question, Melinda. Should I start? Should I save it for you? Because we're coming through your city in two weeks-ish. And then I could just deliver it, special delivery. So, owl choices. That would be fun. Ooh, I don't get to stop there very often. You let me know, Miss Melinda. Okay, cool. Cool beans. $3 on a moose. He looks like he's got a mouth, like he is holding in a mouthful of water. He's one of those, he's one of the warmies though. These are probably $20, $30 critters. They're the kind you can put in the microwave. You probably should be like a $10 to $12 guy. But I already said what I said, so I will stick by that. I don't think they have any fragrance in them, but they have the beans, and it has the thing about here's what kind of microwave you have and how long you can put them in for. And then they're for the kids to, for if their tummy hurts and stuff like that. Melinda's going to take the moose too. Got a deal on that guy. And the moose. You got it. Thank you, Melinda. Get this next couple ones ready. I have another Aurora. They must have just put out a whole bunch of plush because they don't usually have this much out there. This is another Aurora. It's a green teddy bear. Nice emerald green, Christmas green color. He has his both tags. $3 green teddy bear. Thank you, Melinda. Another $3 choice. I have a fox with a little heart. He's got like the curly Minky plush. He might have been a special one for Valentine's, but I thought he was so cute as a little fox that even if he was Valentine's, he needed to come with me because he doesn't have a big name brand on him. Actually, he says Walmart. So he is a Walmart plush. But I thought he was pretty cute. A few of the plush got taken for our Easter baskets and such out of my booth. So again, need to put some more out there. So these last three would be, actually the last two will be, it's too many numbers. $3 choice, gray striped kitten with the Beanie Boo, big pink sparkle eyes by Ty. Let's read her name. Kiki, I think. Yep. Kiki the kitten. It was real creative on their part, honestly. Actually, that's kind of funny because we had a cat named Kiki. Another $3 start on a sloth, Ty Beanie Boo, gold sparkle eyes. His name is, I can't read these. There's the red. Dangler. I guess he dangles out of the trees. He's got gold sparkles on his hands and feet as well. Can leave these on to my fashion statement for the evening. And a $4 start on a sparkle, reverse sparkle seal. The sequins. Kind of a minty green color. Waves is the seal's name. I know they're fun. These you could sit for hours and just looks like one side is like the matte sequins and the other side is like the iridized kind of mermaid looking sequins. I think that is my plush. I did that. Where are we at? Oh, okay. I have a couple more pieces over here. I wanted to get through the plush before I forgot. Sorry, that didn't work very good. I found a dolphin, like the Bluebirds of Happiness. This is the same company that made the Bluebirds. This is a dolphin one, Ron Ray, signed 1997. I can start this guy at, let me think about it. Where are we at? I think I can start this at 15. Kind of has a little bit of an iridized finish to it. They pulled the nose, pulled the fins, the dorsal, the tail, and then it's on that nice piece of glass to make him look like he's swimming. And it's got a really easy to read signature, which is sometimes those are hard to decipher on the birds. He is 7 inches long, and the base is about 2.5 inches wide, and he is 3.5 inches tall. I don't ever barely see the dolphins. I know the bluebirds are waning a little bit, but coming into summertime, tropical, thought that would go well with a few of the shells and birds and stuff that I could put out at the booth as well. Okay, I love this one. I picked it up because of the color to start with. This will be a $15 start. It's a smaller dish. It's 5x4 and barely a 1/2 inch tall or 1/2 inch deep. It is a gorgeous teal color with that little chick hatching out of the egg and the scroll work around the edge pressed in. This is a Westmoreland glass piece. There's the mark on the bottom, got the W and the G, and that colored teal is just amazing. I think this has to be probably somewhere in the 70s to 80s. I know I haven't seen it all, but I have not seen this. I haven't even seen it in milk glass. And for it to show up in a teal glass color that's similar to some of the stuff that I have had held off before, like here's a stopper to one of my bottles. It's that same teal green color. I love it. So, but it's just a little tiny piece. It could be used for, you could use it to put a bar of soap on even in the bathroom, but it would make a great little filler on a mural wall or a little section. Like I said, it is 5x3, 5x4. So I know it's kind of springy, but I won't be sad for him to share the shelf with me for a little while here. I like that colorway. So you sit right up there, you little chick. I found some dollar horses. I think I hear Jeff watching the basketball game or something down there. I have these, I believe, are a little bit older ones. They are from Sweden. I usually save these to go to my Scandinavian shows, but again, YouTube gets first dibs. So this taller one is a 4-inch blue. And he would probably be a 45 to 55 at my Scandinavian shows. He did have a sticker, but this one is missing. I can start him for you guys at 36. I think I can do that. So he's a 4-inch. So again, if let's see. So the Dala horse is a national symbol of Sweden. And since I'm Norwegian and Swedish, I tend to really like the dollar horses because they make them. You can see my big one right there behind me. That one right there is about 15 inches tall. And there's a few other random ones in there as well. But they make them in all sizes and all different colorways. There are a few companies that make them here in the States, but these old ones, like this one, you can tell how old. It doesn't even have the designer's name on it, and then you can tell by the paint on this one. So this would be the same start price, which was $36, because he would probably be the same range, $45 to $50. He has 3 inches tall in red. So they kind of come in the increments. I would guess this one is closer to 60s or 70s, maybe even a little bit older than that, based on the sticker. Because the ones that have the guy's name on it, I think were 70s-ish. So I think this one is older. They were hand painted, hand carved. I don't know. The newer ones, some of them aren't hand carved anymore. I think they're, I don't know if they're produced that way or not, but. And then the last one that I got is this big. So he is 1 1/4 inches tall. And I could do him for $24. He is just the teeny tiniest one. I mean, like literally, here's the 3-incher. And here's this guy. He has a sticker. It's metallic, so it's a little bit hard to read. But I believe it also says, I was looking at it with my magnifying glass. It's got the umlaut on it, but AKTA Dala Hemsfield, which is HEMSLOJD, out of Niles Olsen. That's the manufacturer, the creator, the artist, made in Sweden. Sometimes these little ones are almost more than the average size 2-3 inches because they're so much harder to make because they're just teeny tiny. But there, I was happy to find $3 horses all in one place in Missouri this trip. So this is a size that almost could be an earring or a pendant, but just a teeny tiny little dollar guy. All right. So like I said, I didn't have great big piles of stuff that but I found a few good pieces. So wow, we're just at an hour tonight. I do have a few like old handkerchiefs that came that we could go through. Here, if somebody's like a homemade quilt hanger or tea towel hanger. It's got a glowy marble in it. That would be $4. If anybody wants the hanger, the marble hanger. Somebody handcrafted that. I have an aluminum ice cream scoop. Again, $4. There's no marks on it. And an aluminum spoon rest, $4 choice. Any of those. Nothing on the back side of that either. Kristen is working overtime on that. Thank you, Kristen. Doing awesome. Going super fast. I appreciate it. If I pass anything, let me know that you're interested in. And I think what I'll do, I think the rest are handkerchiefs. So we'll just do a choice. I'll make them the first one was the hanger, like for a towel, a tea towel, or like you shove the towel up underneath the marble and it holds it like with pressure. Probably need something more than like a handkerchief, but it's like a towel hanger with a marble in it. $4. And the marble glows like crazy. So I have vintage handkerchiefs. We'll just identify them by color and go through them. That'll probably be the last thing I'll go through tonight is the handkerchiefs. I do have some other books and stuff, but I don't know. I wouldn't mind having a little extra time to chill out tonight since I just got home right before I came live. So, we've gone through a lot actually. Donna's Dolls and Things for sunflower coasters. They're fabric, $2. Let's say sunflowers. And I think we're going to make the vintage handkerchiefs $3 choice. Unless somebody comes in with the same claim at the same time, then it could turn into an offer up. Otherwise, we'll just do them as a quick claim of $3 each. They're pretty standard sizes, mostly florals. So this one is pink with a little lime green and off-white background. So $3 each on the handkerchief choices. It's an all over red and blue rose. So this one is a yellow to it's got like brown accents, but it's got some peach in there too. So it's got a big rose on one corner and then the little ones on the other corners. So if there's one you'd like to claim, just put in a description of it because I'm just trying to give you all the things that are included in the hanky itself. Purple with pink and yellow roses, polka dots. Then these ones, I have a new way of hanging handkerchiefs at my booth. Oh, excuse me. And I got some of those little spring clips on the rings, and I have a tension rod that I put the rings on, so then they can just kind of be slid back and forth and everybody can kind of slide through them to see it. This is a doily, but it's real plain. That's not a handkerchief. This one has an initial on it. Otherwise, it's just plain. It's got an N. Is it backwards? Goes the other way. There we go. On the linen, kind of a linen stripe on itself. White on white stripe with an N. This one is a little, it's not a straight edge. It goes with the flowers. Scalloped. Pinks, blues, oranges. Kind of a leaf pattern. I think this is the one I was using with to display that other hanger. So blue, yellow, orange, like stripes with the little flowers on it. This one is very sheer, very see-through. And most of these have what look to be a hand-stitched hem on the edge of them. Grays, purples. Looks like some more leaf, like fall kind of style. Definitely not flowers on that one. Oh, and then this one is blues. Very similar. Multi-tone blue with the leaf. Leaves. Mint green with purple and green, purple roses, green leaves. This one's a little bit smaller. The leaf ones were quite a bit bigger square. And that looks dirty in the middle. That one looks like it needs to be laundered or other category. I don't know what the other would be, but definitely not going out the way it's looking. This one has a little bit of lace on the corner. And well, yeah, that's a little dainty one. Embroidered flowers on the corner with the lace. Open, open, open. It's like white on white floral. It feels like it's flocked, but is it embroidered? I think it's machine embroidered. Very thin. Because it doesn't have like the stitching on the back, like if someone did it by hand. Well, we have a lot of leaf style. We have orange with gray. This one's all folded on the diagonal. Almost looks silk. It's really shiny. Maybe it's one of like almost had it. There's a couple of those cotton that have like the really shiny quality to them. Polka dots, kind of a fuchsia to purple with yellow and blue floral, kind of daisies and poppies. Right. I've seen a lot of people use them for like repurposed on Instagram. They've made like valances with them, or what was the other thing? Like a pennant, like a banner, using them to hang down. I've seen them as napkins with like the shabby chic kind of style for table settings. And then I've also seen them like the background to maybe doing like a vignette or a 3D what is that called? Shadow box, to put something like this in the background for displaying some other treasures. So that one is stitched as well all the way around. This one, a few of these, oh, that one needs to go in that pile. We'll see what we can do with those. Oh, I like this one. This is kind of Art Nouveau with the swirls and style on that. And the big rose in the one corner. I think also Mom had a dresser. I don't know what the style of dresser is called, but it has like a rod across it where you could hang towels, maybe like the dry sink kind of style. And they hang these down off of that as well. All sorts of fun things you could do with them. Right? I mean, I would definitely want to put it through the wash at a time if you're going to do that. But look at the oak leaves with the acorns. And then this looks like a little peach at the bottom that's been cut in half. And maybe even some pine on there as well. Kind of like all the different seasons. Now this reminds me of the ones my dad used to have. The little stripes. Plaid. Oh, they'd be really cute. Like if you displayed some of the if you had a purse collection, you could have a coordinating handkerchief that would come out of the side edge of your purse on the shelf or on the wall. Out of the little wall pockets too. Because we always call those like well, we call them wall pockets, but like they're like a planter for putting flowers in, like a vase. But it'd be really cute to do a little bouquet of some of these dainty linens sticking up out of it. So pretty much any combination of colors you could ask for. This is another one that's going to need to go in the wash, but I'll show you the thing. I don't know if it has it. These were in like the bar area of the estate. So if something metal maybe sat next to it or on it and got maybe a little bit of rust or something, that might be what that is. But lilacs, maybe purple and white. Some teal and pale purple, a little yellow. Oh, I know the other thing I've seen is people have taken, if you get one that's got some blues in it and give it to a bride, or something blue or something borrowed or something old. It fits a whole bunch of those categories. And it's useful for the bride to dab away any of those emotional tears as we have a wedding. Or even for like the mother of the bride or the bridesmaids. That would be pretty in your colorways of your wedding. I like that one. That one's classy in the navy. We're almost there. Yellows, pinks, kind of maybe some of those daffodils or jonquils with the roses. Some more purple poppies. I think this is the last one, and it's going to be totally plain. Of course, the last one at the bottom of the pile. No colors to it at all. So I'm pretty sure that's where we're at for, I think we're totally at the end of anything I had left from before I left on my desk and what I picked up. And we're going to do next week. I have a new store that we stopped at that was new old stock vintage craft supplies. So she had vintage items and she had like a craft store. It was her mother's dream to have it. It was from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. They've been working on pulling out all the different boxes and unloading them so they can get out and people can purchase them for the last 3 years. And we went through everything twice, and I have pulled anything and everything that I thought would be fun for assemblages or the kitschy trash-tastic, whatever the word is for the plastic stuff, all different things. But I have 2 boxes of it, and I really want to be able to just do it all at once because there's so many little bitty things that came from that place, and then it'll be all in one grand display for everybody to see. Super nice lady, super sweet. We were at her store for 2.5 hours, picking all throughout her store, and a lot of treasures that we pulled, and I want to be able to give it the time that it deserves to have it all at once for a live for you guys. So that will be what's coming up for next week. And then I'm going to be heading out on the road the week after that. So I have, what are we doing? We're getting ready for the in-person live show for beautiful table settings in Wetumpka, Alabama, and then following that we will be going to Marietta, Ohio, for another Fenton Glass show the next weekend. So those are the things we got coming up. And thank you, Kristen. Thank you for all your fast fingers tonight. I totally appreciate it in the chat. Thank you so much. And I will be messaging you, and we can figure out when we're getting together to get you your tote. And I think that's it. I can call it a night, and we go check out my contacts so I don't have to focus anymore and kind of chill out for a little bit tonight. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate you coming and seeing all my treasures from on the road. Have a good night, everyone. See you soon.